Yo, what's up, guys? We're here with Mr. Sam Logan himself.
What's up?
It's good to be back. I'm excited for your first episode, just to go out there and just share more about just you, who you are, what you're about. Like I've gotten to know you, but I get to know you a little bit better now with some questions.
Yep.
Kick us off early, man. Like, let's talk about like childhood days. What was that like?
Oh man, we're going back.
Yeah, well, I'm curious. Like, what was growing up as Sam like?
It was good. I mean, I obviously lived a really nice life. I'm lucky that, come from a pretty like prestigious business background, and the, Scripps family did really well. So lived a nice life. But my dad was always, 2-acre yard with everyone working in there. But like, I was a worker too. My dad's like, before school, you're picking up pom-poms. Awesome. After school, you're doing this. And I just thought it was normal. So I always like have respect for people like that. And that's just how my dad raised me.
The work ethic and culture was instilled just at such a young age, right?
Yeah, and it was like, yes, sir, no, ma'am, like, that's awesome. Whatever, hold the door, do all that. So
it's almost like that Southern hospitality or that Southern vibe, right?
Yeah, my dad is very much that way.
That's awesome. No, that's super cool. I come from California, so it's a little different. It's like a little West Coast Cali vibe.
Yeah, that would not fly with my dad.
No, that's cool, man. So you're between the ages. Ooh, he said, "What's up?" So from 1 to 10, what's one of the most memorable experiences you had as a youngster?
These are difficult questions. I don't know. Everyone like remembers getting their first car, and I guess playing a first high school football game, stuff like that. But yeah, those are like the two that stand out. Nothing like too crazy, honestly. Everything started getting crazy in college, and after that,
we're gonna get to this. I'm excited to learn more about where you went to school. How was college for you? Like, what was that? What was that experience like?
It was good. I went to University of Central Florida. And, college was dope. I pretty much was just told like get a business degree and you're pretty much done. So went and did that. Well, before I graduated, I like actually had a crazy boating accident, got hit in the back of the head with the propeller. Like,
oh shit.
The boat was going like this and we hit a sandbar. So I flew off the front. My two friends flew off the sides. And
wait, you got hit with the propeller on the head?
Yeah, right here on my occipital lobe, it's called, and it cut like right through the bone, through the meninges of your brain, which is like the soft tissue that protects your brain. So it was like a super close call to death. Yeah, like my friend's foot got cut in half. Both my friends, the boat's going like this, hits a sandbar, fly forward. Two friends and I became projectiles, and the captain fell forward, hit the gas, ran us over. But yeah, so that was nuts. But
what was that like? Did you have like fucking surgery on your head? Like, what the heck?
I didn't have surgery, but my mom, we own the Scripps hospitals or whatever. So we had like the best doctors and everything. And it was, I don't know. I'm just like such a stubborn person. They told me, you're done with school for 2 years. You're just going to kick it. And immediately I'm like, no, I'm going back to school. I'm finishing this. Like I said, I was going to do it. So, your occipital lobe is where your vision is. So all the numbers would blur together on the paper, but I would like hold a sheet of paper over it to count how many zeros for like 1, 2 and stuff. And those are like the best grades I got actually, because I wanted to prove the doctor wrong. So
there's something like in your blood that's like, I'm driven.
Yeah. If I'm like set out to do something and someone tells me, no, you don't do that, it's like, okay, cool. I'm going to go do it right now. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. That's crazy. So you survived this boating accident. You almost died. Like how do you go back to transition to like normal life? Like at that point, you're like, you've nearly experienced death. Like, do you see life differently? Do you appreciate things a little bit differently? Like, how does that like work for your life?
I kind of just like overlooked it and was like, I have like a little disadvantage right now. I can't see well, but it, made me want to try harder. It's the best grades I got. I petitioned the board of the school to take 6 classes instead of 5. It was the max you could take. So took all 6, got like 4 A's, 2 B's and graduated, and it was cool.
Shit.
Yeah. It made it that much like nicer, to graduate and everything.
That's awesome. No, I mean, that's an example for like anybody that creates a random excuse to not do things through. It's like, use your disadvantage to an advantage and motivate yourself and inspire.
Well, it was like, you can't go back to school for 2 years is like, yes, I can.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Who's more like that, your mother or father, if you don't mind me?
My dad, for sure, is he's a tough cookie.
Are you the oldest in the family?
Yeah, I'm the oldest brother. So my little brother, actually, because I wasn't allowed to drive for like a year or something like that, maybe 8 months, but my little brother would drive me 2 hours from Sarasota, go take the tests, drive me home. Like it was wild. Yeah.
That's Max, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. No wonder he's such a passionate driver, right? Car guy.
What's that, my brother? He's a race car. I don't know. He likes going 200 miles an hour and stuff and seeing what these cars can do. And
it's all the cruising.
I like going the speed limit and chilling, maybe go a little faster in the Lambo sometimes. But
so, dude, Sam, was that the craziest, like, boating nearly death, or is there any other crazy stories in your early 20s, teens?
While we're on the topic, I guess that about like all the robberies that happen when, filming a TV show first off was pretty crazy. Like just having your life on camera and everything. And, I did a season of that and like, then another season in Sarasota. Was kind of like done with it, had a super public breakup, which was crazy. And then
how was that? It's probably
insane. It was just a lot because it's
media.
95% of the people that follow me are females. So, they definitely had an opinion about it, but whatever. And then, moved to Miami, filmed another season. And, by the end of the season, you're like done, you're wiped out. You're like drinking a lot more, everything like that. And then like right from there started getting like robbed really actively. Like every 2 weeks, pretty much, it would be someone in my house with a gun, like pistol whipping chicks and, sticking guns in people's mouths and stuff. So that was another like kind of like tumultuous time in my life. But
so let me get this straight. So you went from college to then adulthood. What part of the time frame were you like before you went into the reality TV world in SM?
I graduated from college, went back to Sarasota, was going to get my master's in business, and then, got asked to do this TV show. They'd kind of been asking me to do it for a while, and for whatever reason, I got like lured in and stuff, which it was a great experience. I'm not exactly whatever.
They're like, come here.
Yeah, and then so that's how I got into the TV show. I didn't plan on doing it ever.
Yeah, and that was Siesta Key by the way, if you guys don't know, he was on Siesta Key 3 seasons. 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And so
when they did an A and a B, so I don't know if it's 4 or how they count. I don't know. It was all a blur. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, going into that world, is it kind of just like you're just filming year round, or how is that? Like, is it like?
Yeah. You film for like 8 months or so, and then they take some time off, and then parts they miss, they come back and do like pickups, they call it. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. And so you're basically, it's like comparable to a movie. Have you ever thought about going into like the movie world?
No, not really. I mean, I don't like the limelight and all that's not something I'm after or whatever. But
so did you feel like you went from college, you were like in college, to then like reality TV, like people, I'm sure from your hometown in college and high school were like, yo, we see you on reality TV. Or how was that like dynamic?
I always was kind of loud, right? Like I had big houses always and stuff like that. So it wasn't like hey, people recognize me now or something like that. It was just like, I got a job now, because it's like, Monday morning, wake up, like do the scene with the cameras in your face, go to the pool, start talking about, whatever so-and-so said about you. And it's, but it's a lot more than people would think, I think. Like, it's definitely a full-time job.
I saw one of the productions at your house, and it was just like a full-on, like, it felt like they were filming a movie.
Where was it, in Sarasota or Miami?
It was Miami.
Oh, cool. Yeah. It's definitely draining, and before and after you have to be there, be getting ready, and like it's like kind of taxing on your mind. You're like anticipating like who's gonna yell at me or be mad about this or that.
What's the drama that's gonna fire off.
Yeah, what's my grandma gonna hear?
Holy cow.
So
that's why. Do you ever get to see the episodes before they go live, or was it just kind of just like?
I'm sure you could if we asked, but like I didn't even like watching them when they aired, honestly. So, I was like, because you don't know how you're gonna be cut, right? You'll talk for 5-6 hours and they cut like one, maybe 15 seconds of it. And they want, the most dramatic, craziest thing. And
what can we get on TMZ?
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. And so did you basically like wait for headlines? Like what's the next headline?
I would just kind of read some of the comments and be like, oh my God.
So that's, I mean, for me, that would be insane. You just like kind of wake up and there's headlines on the last episode. There's narratives that were crafted around you. Like, that should take a mental toll on you, just because it's like, dude, like, you're a cool guy. But like, I can imagine the way they spin it just to make you more one way or another. It's like
they were like great to me, honestly. Like awesome. I didn't get any bad cuts or anything like that. But they say like depression is in the past and anxiety is in the future. You're like living 3 places at once because you're thinking, what are they going to film? Plus I got reality. Plus they're airing all the stuff that already happened. So it's definitely strange. I'll just say that. But I don't know. It was cool.
What was like one of the highs of reality TV season of your life? And what were one of the lows, if you don't mind me asking?
We were like on an island and we got kicked off of it. And like,
for what reason?
The girl I was seeing at the time, like slapped another girl and it was like supposed to be negative. So, they wanted us to kind of leave with like our heads down, and we like took a jet, got on a yacht in Miami. They didn't want us posting and we were like celebrating, and awesome. Production was pissed. Everyone was pissed, and we were just like having a jolly old time. So
Did they showcase that part? Like, that you guys having a wicked good time?
I still don't know how they showed it, honestly, but I think it's kind of the only way they really could have, but
that's pretty cool. So it's kind of must be just you guys being you for real and like letting the show. And what about one of the lows, if you don't mind me asking? What were some of the lows of the season of your life that was reality TV?
It wasn't like a huge low or anything, but when you go through a breakup, that's never easy. And then on reality TV, it's like a big magnifying glass on it. So, and no one even knows what's actually happening, or
rumors everywhere, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Wow. So, but nothing to like cry about or whatever. But
no, but it's still like pretty insane. Like to think about, like there's like the internet's talking about your intimate relationship.
Yeah. And you're like, kind of upset in like real life, and then you have to go act it out and sit there. And like I'd have producers come and like, film me walking around my house in every different corner, like, look sad over there now. And I'm like, I remember I like snapped one night. I'm like, okay, I'm done looking sad. Like, they
leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. You know how they say like to manifest things and like, if you act a certain way, you're going to feel that way or whatever, if you're vibrating that way. And I'm like, I'm sick of like, I wasn't sad at the time. Yo, Truffles, no. God damn.
Truffles in trouble.
Yeah.
Truffles, you being in bed, doggy. But yeah, so like, I mean, that's
okay.
I believe in that, like the manifestation of feelings and how you're like that vibration, dude. Like,
yeah, they say actors, like, if they have to play, what's that dude in Batman?
I know you're talking about
Heath Ledger or whatever. Like acting like a crazy person for long enough, and R.I.P. Heath Ledger. But
that's insane, dude. I mean, you look at people like even who's the guy that I forget his name now, Just Do It guy. You remember?
No.
He was like, just do it. He kind of went a little crazy. Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear him. I was thinking of a Nike commercial or something.
Oh, no, he did like this. There was a long, he went on a deep end and they caught some clips and that kind of went viral. And he was just like yelling, just do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard about that one, but yeah, it's real. People go crazy.
I've never done it. So I don't really know that world, but I can imagine how like the expectations of producers than what you're trying to actually do in real life.
Yeah. Well, I'm the type of person who like, I don't like to let anyone down. If you ask any of the producers, I was the most punctual. Like, I took it seriously because they want the good. They, get patted on the back when they get good stuff, and then they're happy. So I'm trying to make everyone happy, and you definitely go out of your way, and it becomes exhausting.
I definitely feel like you have that work ethic inside of you, where you're just like, no matter what it is you do, right? It could be literally anything. You're going to do it to the best of your capability, and then some. Like you said, you're a competitive dude. Yeah,
I would say that more than anything. I'm competitive. If someone tells me you can't do this, I definitely want to do it. And I don't really like half-assing anything. It's kind of boring and stupid.
What were you playing any sports in high school, college?
Yeah, I did. In high school, I did track. Set the record in long jump, shot put. I set the record, and then played football, tennis a little bit, but I never like really had. I had lessons a little bit growing up, but not too much, and I just kind of used my athletic ability to just get the ball back every single time and wear my opponent out. So I was number 1 seed, but
no shit.
Yeah,
sheer athleticism.
My serve was the most atrocious form in the world because like I'm actually learning how to do it properly now, and I'm like, shit, I wish I would have like listened to the coaches.
But add that plus athleticism, you're gonna fucking crush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was cool.
And so, kind of going into like the business side of you, right? How has going from reality TV to what you're into now kind of transitioning? Because reality TV is a whole different business, right?
Yeah, there's not too many parallels, I wouldn't say, but again, just the work ethic thing. I'm up at 5 and I like to have something to do, and if I have a checklist, I'm definitely checking everything off, and so
that's awesome. No, it's interesting because you're stepping into the real estate game, and it's one of those things you have to be self-motivated for, because if not, it's like, you
don't really have a boss so much. But I would say I kind of have a mentor, and Michael Nouri, the developer who built this house, it was just like, I stopped partying, stopped drinking, cleaned up my life in Tampa a lot, and then came down here looking at houses. I met him and he was saying you're a Scripps heir, you have to do something to leave the legacy. We talked on his yacht for an hour. I had no intentions of spending $22 million on a house. And, I obviously loved the home. I just was like, that's a big check. And I literally just bought 4 houses. So I'm going to feel kind of guilty asking for this. But I realized it came with some cash flow in the sense of he's building 10 more homes. I went and got my real estate license like that. And he's just given me a lot of purpose and drive and direction, and it's been super cool, honestly. I feel like it's a huge blessing.
Dude, and how does that, I want to touch on that a little bit, is being an heir to a name like the Scripps family, right? Does it make you more motivated to leave a legacy of your own with your name, right, attached to it? Because it's obviously, it's funny. I thought about this with you. It's like, dude, you're a smart guy. You're good on camera. You're animated. Like, how do you see yourself moving in that sense, of that direction of like leaving like some sort of like legacy on your own, from your own perspective?
I don't really, the whole leave a legacy thing is like, we're so small, and like, you know, I saw something about how Steve Jobs said to like leave a dent in the universe, but if you think about it, he didn't. Like, we're so tiny if you think about it, and our egos are so big. And I just, you know, want to kind of capitalize on opportunity when it's there. And I just feel like these homes are so gorgeous that they're going to sell themselves. And he pretty much, like, the way this all happened is I'm talking to him about it, and I'm coming back, you know, a couple of dates in a row, checking the house out. And he's saying, you know, Rihanna's manager's here. She wants to go look at a house. And he's saying, yeah, just get your real estate degree and you can like hop in your Rolls Royce with them, drive literally down the street, show a house. And I was doing the math on $20 million. And if it's in bonds, it makes, you know, 4% a year. That's 800 grand. I'll definitely clear 800 grand. And I figure while I'm making these videos and everything, like inevitably someone's going to hit me up and say, hey, can I look at the houses? Which has already happened.
Yep.
And then there's, you know, oh, it's not going to be ready in time. Let's go look at some other houses. So I figure if I can capitalize on that, then, you know, get a little business going.
At the end of the day, like you're the only real estate agent I know that buys and tastes before he sells. You know, like
it does what?
Buys and tastes before he sells himself, right? Because you literally bought the home and said, I'm going to become a real estate agent now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the great spokesperson. If someone is your realtor and they're saying these are the best houses, it's like, well, did you buy a $22 million one of them?
Exactly.
And, you know, I really show my commitment.
Yeah, no, I think it's insane, dude. And I think it's a good thing, because if someone is going to buy a house 10, 20, $30 million, they're going to trust a real estate agent that has one.
It's a big commitment, dude. Like the property taxes are a lot. And again, I kind of wanted to put myself in that position of having these large bills, because, you know, there's the opportunity to go make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year. And I figure like you only get one shot at life, and it's, you know, might as well kind of be like a little risky with it. Like it's obviously not as big of a risk for me as someone else, but
pressure creates diamonds though, right? That's
what
it's
like corny as hell, but yes.
No, it's true, dude. Like,
yeah, no, it's for sure. You know what I mean? It makes it like, you know, I tell my parents there's all this opportunity, and I'm not just going to now buy this house and sit by the pool drinking pina coladas or something, you know?
Yeah. No, I've been around a couple of times now in the last couple of weeks, and you've been working your ass off every day.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's like something that, like, for someone that doesn't necessarily have to, it's like to still be in that driven mode is like super admirable to see. And I think you're just kicking it off. It's
yeah. I mean, I have a layup, right, in the sense that I get to sell all these houses, but again, it would be great to just, you know, be like a professional realtor, be able to help people find their homes. And again, I love Miami real estate. It's like the coolest job in the world, honestly.
I mean, we're in the best. We just had our Bazos. You could just see how it shines.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, money comes through the city.
Insane, like
serious
the highest level.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you see Abu Dhabi, or I think F1 was in Abu Dhabi just this weekend as well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Like they had their own version of the attraction of the elite, but it was nowhere near compared to ours.
Yeah, like, Miami, you see it on a Tuesday. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't go to the gym and you'll be motivated. You know what I mean? The cars are sick, and
like probably like a freaking,
people say like there's levels to this, and like come to Miami and there you get to see them all.
No, 100%, man. And where internationally that you've traveled, have you seen it comparable, I guess, to Miami? You've been around the world quite a lot, right?
Yeah, kind of, like for sure, but nowhere like Miami, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
so true.
Yeah,
I've heard this actually from a couple people. I was in Dubai and they were telling me like, you live in Miami, and they're just eyes went.
Yeah, well, people like to flaunt it, like really flaunt it here. You know what I mean? So it's a different thing, I guess. But you do got the old money here, the new money, all of it. So
yep. And then you have like this whole like cross influence of like creators and new technologists coming here, which is insane.
Well, I mean, they're ruining, you know, New York and California too. So
makes it easier.
It's an obvious place to move. Like, and I love Florida. I'm like such a Florida boy.
No, dude. Like I'm new to Florida, and I'm just like coming to realize.
I didn't even. Where are you from?
California.
Oh, cool. Oh, you said that. Yeah.
Which is wild, because I'm like, Florida's such a gem.
Yeah.
Like,
did you hear about like any of the Scripps stuff in California?
When you, maybe in a UCLA area, like Brentwood area. I don't know if there's something going on over there, but I remember when I talked to you, I was looking into that, and I'm like, that's pretty legendary, you know?
I want to say my family owned like half of California at a time, and it was taken via eminent domain or whatever by the government for war. Yeah, so I got to ask my mom the actual facts on that, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty accurate. Yeah. The government can take your land whenever for war, and they did. I know.
You go back and
trust me,
countersue that one.
My great aunt was the wealthiest woman in the world, I'm pretty sure, and she gave all her fortune away. She did the Scripps hospitals, all that. So
talk a little bit about that. I know there's the hospitals, libraries, like a few other things that was funded by her her giving. Like, can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, she gave so much. That's, that's on the giving side. Then on the business side, we were in like, newspapers. We started out like by making the penny press. That was my great grandfather. And then that snowballed into local broadcasting, which is just like ABC stations. And I think we have like 63 of those right now, I believe. And then from there in 1982, we wanted to buy these 2 newspapers and they said, no, only if you take this channel. We really didn't want it and ended up getting convinced to buy it. So we did, and that became the Food Network, which was obviously a big success. And then from there, HGTV, DIY, Great American Country, just tons of channels, and then wrapped them up and sold them to Discovery. So that was
Has anybody ever told you that kind of sounds like the Succession show?
Yeah, dude, when I watched Succession, because when the guy's about to die, that happened in my family. You know what I mean? Like there was a time when, someone passed away and a crazy amount of money was going to be distributed. And it was like, when I watched that show, I was like, this is for sure about my family.
Wild, no way.
Yeah.
That's because you were just saying all these things, and I'm like, that sounds like the show I watched.
Yeah. It literally, and what's funny is the guy from Succession actually hit me up and said, can I fly down and interview you? And I said, sure. And he came to my house in Miami.
He interviewed you?
Yeah. And I told him, I'm like, dude, is there, I don't even think I asked him directly, but it's really crazy.
For the next episode, we got to get him down here and do the podcast.
If you go look up that dude, I can't recall his name at the moment, but super, super cool guy. He was doing something on like the lives of people who, are in like a fortuitous position, like have money or whatever. And then the other side of it. And I was just intrigued because I'd just seen him on the show and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, come over. And I was like living with a bunch of chicks at the time and I'm asking them, should I do this? And they're like, yeah, do it.
He's like, oh, it's like a Dan Bilzerian guy.
I did it in like a cutoff t-shirt and like, awesome. He's like, and these are how the wealthy live. And I was like on my couch, like with a wife beater on. And he's like, this is not the look that I was going for with the wealthy. And I'm like, I don't know.
Sorry, dude.
It's funny, dude, because they say like, I remember someone told me recently, they're like, oh, like as a realtor, you have to dress how wealthy people dress. And I'm thinking like, the wealthiest people in the world that I've seen, you hit the like 50, 60, 80 mil, you're wearing the Burberry, this, that, the other. When you hit like the billions, you are wearing what makes you comfortable and you do not care at all, bro. I've seen my family members and stuff and like just Old Navy and
hoodies.
They zero care in the world. They're not trying to impress the soul.
Which is interesting because I don't know if there was a song by Kanye or someone about the chains, like you.
It's Kanye. I've got no idea where his head was at the time. It could have been about slavery or this or that.
It's insane. No, but it was just interesting how like a lot of people like when they get to the first couple million, they try to like impress the world with all these designer things. But it's like as you really start to see wealth, the things of importance change: freedom, time, comfort. Right.
Well, it's like relativity, right? Like like buying a $22 million house. It's like, dude, I've done this so many damn times. It was like clockwork for me. It felt like just
how many times? Just
I bought, dude, shit. I've spent over $100 million on houses for myself. I mean, I bought my first big house when I was 22, graduated college, and that was like when you graduate, you get like access to like whatever. And so I bought that. Then I bought a penthouse in Sarasota. Then I bought another house in Sarasota. That's the one where we filmed a lot of Siesta Key in. Then I got 2 penthouses in Miami. Then I got the first house in Miami. Then the second house in Miami. Then I got a condo in Tampa. Then I bought a house in Tampa, which I still have. And then I moved to Miami and bought this. So 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he knows real estate.
When I said I was going to buy this, my dad's like, you're definitely getting your real estate like license, right? And I'm like, because they told me the number that I've spent in commissions. And I was like, oh my God.
He could have earned all those commissions.
I'd have a Bugatti like my brother.
You're like, God, now I'm doing it. Yeah. That's awesome. So, I mean, when people talk about knowing the real estate game, you know it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, yeah.
You don't buy $100 million in properties and go through this process 10 times to not know this game.
No, and I think that's where there's such an opportunity in Belle Meade, right? It's like, it's a big number that I spent on this house, but to buy on an island in Miami at $2,000 a square foot, there's no way to do it with this quality of home for any other island. And we're trying to market it kind of because it really is. It's like the last undiscovered enclave in Miami.
Yeah.
And Michael Nouri was showing me this list of like the best islands in Miami in order, and like Belle Meade wasn't on it. And he's like, when I saw this, I saw crazy opportunity and bought up a ton of lots and,
Smart.
Yeah.
I actually did go look at, I remember we talked about this briefly, and I did go look at properties with access to the water on somewhat of an island, and there's nothing available.
No. The $30 million houses on islands with bay views don't exist. They're sold. You know what I mean?
Wild. Yeah. Which is exactly where I think you have a gem here, having all these developments coming up in in this island. That's that's what you're representing. So.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the big opportunity was, purchasing prior to me purchasing. Yeah, because other than that, it was what's his name? Tom Cruise. You know, he bought that one. But I feel like him and I are both kind of outliers. Like once like a couple families buy at that price, you know, like dollar per square foot is when it'll kind of be like more established. But that's definitely coming. We got Lenny Hochstein building crazy mansion right down there. A ton of big names like moving in, and like I was saying, a lot of celebrities are having their managers like reach out. So
talk about that too. Like I know you said right now there's, you know, Tom Cruise is down and he's more of like a social media influencer celebrity.
Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah.
so like, do you see this being more of like what you would call new tech money, or is it just individuals that are a little bit older that are looking like, what do you see happening in this island? Is it just anybody high net worth?
I don't think it's anything in particular, you know. I mean, Tom does his Section 8 stuff and is super successful with that. And then I'm obviously like, you know, come from like old money, and, you know, we'll see. It's only 2 people really that have like dropped that price tag on a house right now. So, but like I said, if you go down the street, it's just concrete of mansion.
6 or 7 houses just being built right now. And they're not houses, they're mansions.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah.
They're huge. Yeah. So that's awesome, man. Like, I mean, this is like a little gem, last piece of paradise left on that.
I mean, it's 53 homes on this island too. So it's like,
limited
it's
spot.
Quaint, it's tucked away. Like it's in such a good location in the sense that like, you know, you can be on either of the bridges in, you know, 3 minutes for this bridge, 5 minutes for that bridge, be over in like the hoopla of Miami, and then you get to come back and be nestled away in your little corner. So
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So obviously all of this, you know, what you've done on Siesta Key, having more, a couple 100,000 followers on Instagram, like what does that look like for you? Like, is it like helping exposure? Like, I mean, talk to me a little bit about your social media world.
Yeah, I mean, just I guess for real estate, I didn't think that social media was that big of a deal. And then, you know, my realtor, when I decided to sell my house in Tampa, she had me like post it and tag it. And she showed me in my analytics were like 600% more views on Zillow than all the like comparable houses. So I was like, okay, that's definitely a massive value add. And I got, you know, Rihanna's manager calling, wanting to see houses, you know, live in a beautiful place. Like, yeah, why not?
Dude, it's huge. I mean, like, there's obviously realtors that represent other homes that get confused, but you're talking about normal homes. These are the best of the best homes.
For sure.
To have those kind of numbers on like the elite level home is pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, this is almost like challenging like Ryan Serhant, right? Like,
I don't know about that. I follow him. He's good. Yeah, he's on top of it.
He's just more experienced and been longer.
He's like one of the few, like, right? Like I don't see any like really cool, good looking dudes in Miami, like going and like showing open houses and openly like every day on top of it and making it a job. And Ryan Serhant for sure makes it a job to take full advantage of his social media, you know?
Well, you got age on him, so.
Age, yeah. I got time.
Younger, better looking.
Yeah.
Ryan, no offense. You're a good looking guy too, man.
Yeah, he rocks the gray great. He's good.
Honestly, we'd love to have you on sometime. We could talk high-end real estate.
That'd be sick, yeah.
It's a cool conversation to have. I actually just watched a video of him showing, who was it? I think it was Bad Bunny or one of those Spanish rappers, Maluma, I think. He's showing a $50 million penthouse in New York, and he's like, oh, it's not even for sale, but he's just trying to get him in a penthouse in Soho district. So yeah, it would be interesting to have him come and talk high-end real estate.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, maybe he's bought $100 million in real estate, maybe not.
For himself, yeah, probably, bro. He's balling for sure. So.
Yeah. I mean, I see he's opening an office down here, but I don't know if it's something that he's like actively doing, because I see he's still in New York. But
yeah, I mean, I think once you get a name that big, you can kind of like pop an office anywhere. And he's probably already getting so many calls about homes down here, and he can't be down here to show them. So, you know, might as well monetize it if you can.
100%, man. Yeah. No, so that's cool, man. So talk to me. I mean, like having an influence like that, have you had any cool people you connected with because of your social media following? Like any names that we might know?
I mean, yeah, like probably the biggest one was Bryce Harper, like was following me, and I love sports or whatever. And I didn't think it was like the real Bryce Harper. So I clicked on it and it was, and I messaged him. Oh no, I actually followed him back and he said, thanks for the follow. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like there's I'm like, there's no chance this guy watches Siesta Key, but his girlfriend must, or wife, whatever. And super cool, really nice guy. But I'm like, so that was like a shocker for sure. He still follows me, like 500 people he follows. And I'm like,
shout out Bryce
Harper. I must have like done something really cool in that episode. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think it just goes to show the power of social, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, bro. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, Ryan Serhant has like random people who probably have no like business buying or touring a $38 million house, but they put on a little show and he's got a great piece of content. And if you can do that, then that's another huge competitive advantage.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few people, I think, shine in this ultra high net worth target market, from the jets to the, the I guess you would call it designer stuff, the shot guy, to Sirhan in the property side. There's everyone's kind of, and then the yacht guy. There's like these guys that represent
For sure.
a certain vertical, which is fascinating because I think you have experience in probably all of those worlds.
Yeah.
From a consumer side, but also from just like being
Well,
around it.
and then like I heard so many people that I work with, and then I post them and tag them a bunch of times for free, just because like they do something nice for me, a party planner, the person who like sets up my yachts, whatever, and then they're like, bro, I'm getting the most absurd amount of business now. Thank you so much. And like years later, they're like, all those people that hit me up are like still customers. Like you built like a huge business for me essentially. And I'm sitting there like, shit, dude, I need to like monetize this as well. So
yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's who Steve is. Steve Will Do It is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we had a little beef.
You did?
Yeah.
Talk about that. I didn't know this.
When I first moved down to Miami and was talking to the girl Megan Bishnoff, I guess they had a thing. So I was in the club and like whatever, she was there, and then I went to like go to the bathroom or something, and these two kids like from his camp came up to me wearing like "We'll Do It" shirts or something.
Yes, you will do it.
I was just like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like not big guys at all, so it was funny.
Just kind of.
I just laughed. I was like, "What the?"
I was like, "Bro."
Well, I did. I would have happily threw hands or whatever, but like,
it is hilarious.
Yeah. So.
No, I was bringing him up from a charitable. He's really a charitable guy, and
he seems like he was just talking about how a lot of people do the charity stuff, like for the clout strictly or whatever, and he seems like a super genuine human, and like he seems like someone who doesn't want to be on camera but just fell into it. And so I don't know, I feel like whenever you see him, you're getting like an authentic person.
100%. Yeah. I watched the video he did with Logan Paul and Mike, and you could just tell the authenticity that stems from him. You know? Like I was kind of impressed how that interview went, because he was just trying to say, listen, at the end of the day, authenticity matters, and that's what I represent. Yeah. And that was really
I feel like he like highlights his insecurities essentially, and it's relatable. People like it. And
100%. It's raw.
So good.
But I bring that up because I mean, you're kind of a guy that's very charitable in the way you kind of help people and shout them out, and you don't get really that. It's cool to see people like that in this world, right? Yeah. No, I just like, I don't know, I try to be a good person. I don't really wrong anyone, and I don't know, if you can help someone out and it doesn't, cost you anything, then do it, That's awesome. No, it's super cool, man. I'm sure it all will come back full circle. Yeah, no, it always does. The universe works in crazy ways. For sure. There should be some sort of like a charity experience we do with Steve, maybe to rekindle that. Let's do it. I'm with it, yeah. That'll be funny. So who else have you met down here in Miami that's pretty social media famous from your ecosystem of social media? I mean, honestly, everyone, like, it just isn't really a thing. Like, I've been coming down to Miami since I was 16, in Sarasota, easy drive, and I had the money to pop the bottles and all that. So, Chick, come down. Yeah, I mean, shit, to be here, that was like before Miami was even what it is now, right? Miami was always Miami. Like, for sure, but like, now it's like on steroids. It was always crazy. It's like Miami's been the spot to go. If someone catches $100 million, they're buying a house in Miami, and you're going to know they got money. So I mean, Will Smith, you're talking about like way back in the day. Yeah. This has been the spot. That's wild. And so you've been jamming here for years now. For sure. Is there any places that you love that like know you and love you too? Like just not like like anatomy. You know what I mean? I like the gyms and stuff now. So I don't do the club stuff. It's hard when you're not drinking to be like, it feels like a job almost to like here went for 6 hours. So yeah. No, for sure, man. And I think Miami's going through this crazy transition right now too, where it's like having a wellness awakening. Yeah. And that's a huge trend like at the moment in real estate is like make your home your sanctuary for real to like decompress, relax, and the sauna, the ice baths, like all that stuff is becoming like massive. That's like completely what we're doing with, the whole Nouri thing. I haven't even told you this, but Michael Nouri just bought 600 acres also in Virginia, and he's making a whole wellness retreat, and having a membership there is going to be, part of the Nouri experience when you buy a home, and it's super, super cool way. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's actually funny. I've been seeing a lot of these Gary Breckas and Tony Robbins open up their own wellness experiences.
Yeah.
I actually met the founder of Shaw Wellness. Have you heard of Shaw Wellness?
I've heard of it, but I can't
they're
put like a location to it.
They're I think Mexico and a few other places in the world. But yeah, like it's interesting that they built a huge business off of like high level experiences in wellness and longevity. Actually, one of my clients, shout out Dustin, he's in the longevity space and concierge medicine space.
Cool.
And I've been just with him and learning more about that. But
is he down in Miami?
Yeah, he's here in Coral Gables.
Yeah, I'll head him up then.
I'd love to you guys introduce and meet and maybe even chat about the whole wellness side because I know you're into it.
Yeah.
We were just at the biohacking event in Palm Beach called Eudaimonia.
Okay.
Met a lot of cool people. Navon, Dave Asprey. Do you know who Dave Asprey is?
No, but again, I follow so many of those people. I'm sure.
You probably see them if you saw them on your feed. But yeah, no, it was cool to see just how many people were at this wellness event. It's like Miami's like
like vibrating at a high frequency, whatever people say. That whole thing is definitely the wave.
No, man, dude, like just this past Art Basel was probably my soberest in the sense of
how sober were you on a 1 to 10?
Like a 1.
There you go. That's pretty sober.
And you know, it's funny. I think.
How do you do a 1?
Like 2 or 3 beers.
Okay, all right, cool.
You're like, how do you do one?
I didn't know if like you could have alcohol if like you're on just like the shroom kick or what.
I've been the shroom kick now. I was actually debating if I should quit drinking or not. And actually, you're one of the big inspirations.
Cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I was literally like, dude, like 400 days, like it felt like I should do it. And so I think it was Sunday that I went to another event. It was John Devaney's, and you know who Neon is, that live streamer?
Yeah.
So he was like a collab party with John Devaney, the owner of the Scarface House.
Okay.
And it was cool because I was there last year, but it was more intimate. It felt like friends and family from the neighborhood. This felt like a full on fucking rager.
Yeah. Okay.
But I decided that night, I'm like, I think I'm not gonna drink anymore.
Yeah.
So I just ordered like sparkling water things, and I was like, I woke up Monday morning, even though I went to sleep kind of late, went to the gym, and I was like, I love this.
Yeah, dude, the whole 2-day hangover thing, like,
not what's up.
No, it's not good. It's an uphill battle, you know. Which
dude.
I had tons of fun times partying, but I don't know.
No, that's super rad. And so obviously you 400 days sober, like I'm sure it's like,
I don't know if it's 400. I remember when it was a year, my mom told me. So it's probably right around there, but I can ask her. I'm sure she's got like a calendar.
Shout out, Mom. That's awesome. No, that's super cool.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good thing. So speaking of Michael Nouri, I know you're partnering with him with the developments. Can you talk a little bit more about, like, I guess, the rest of the real estate portfolio he has going with you? You just mentioned a place in 600 acres. That's crazy. That's cool. Can you talk a little bit more about?
Yeah. So he's got 2 properties that he's doing that are off the island, and then from there it's just strictly focused on make this like, the #1 island in Miami. If you look at it from a map, there's like this little center part of the island that is residential. We're seeing if you could make it like a park or whatever, like a wellness place, like in and of itself, with pickleball, that whole thing, awesome. And kind of make it like a little community over here. Yeah,
that's super cool. So he's elevating, and I know you said your home is based on Turkey, and other homes are going to kind of be based on different countries as well.
Yeah, so that's just another cool theme, like earthy, you know what I mean? And so this home was like inspired by Turkey. It's got like the travertine floors, the hammam in there. And then it's just something cool to play with and gives the home an identity. We're going to do a podcast with him for sure. And you'll see he's like, my homes are living. They have a spirit. Like awesome. He's really big into that. And having the home like know you. And you walk in the room and the lights go on. They're dimmer at certain times. And it's really cool.
That's next level design.
He did. I didn't believe him when he told me, but he did like the first smart home in America. Really? And when you open the door, the butler's name was Alexander, which is like kind of crazy because he ended up getting like sued or something like that. And then Alexa came out. So I'm like, I heard that story and I'm like, that's cap for sure.
You're like, no way.
I looked it up and I'm like reading all these articles about it. And I'm like, oh my God, this dude is for real. This guy's lived a life. He's like started tons of crazy businesses and just super intelligent guy and like really cool.
That'd be cool to have him on the podcast. You said it's coming up, so
yep.
That's awesome, man. No, super cool. I've experienced this home now, and then seen the one that's coming out with the Japan theme. I think it is.
Yeah, Japan.
Dude, it's so grand and cool.
Yeah, and it's like its own little sanctuary too. It's like a little health bubble, and I just think it'll be really cool, like for viewers to be able to interact and say, hey, do this or do that, and like chickpea, stop.
He's like, I want to talk to you on this podcast.
I know.
Yeah, so you said there was going to be a big statue installed too, right?
Yeah, 30-foot guardian of the home.
30-foot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and if you see, like my house has the sculpture, so each one has like its own little sculpture and whole thing to it, yeah.
I know yours is the wind god or something like that, right?
Yeah, something over from Turkey where like an uplifting spirit, I forget what it's called, it's something with an R, but each house has some identity from, you know, the country. And
that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and you said that there's all the, by the way, guys, there's all the plants that are like spiraling up.
Yeah. The attention to detail is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like an experience, right? Like if you go look at three, which everyone do this, please. If you want to go look at three, you know, $20 million homes in Miami, and then come here and see this one. And, you know, you get like a health retreat with it. And by the way, it's a living home that was inspired by, you know, the materials in the home from this country, everything. It's like it's a whole experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you said it has one of the only homes you've seen with the hammam in it.
Yeah, the hammam. I saw that online, and I'm like, I have to go see this dude's work. Yeah.
So there you go, guys. The challenge is go see $3 million homes and then come see his home and compare the three.
Yeah. That's like the idea is my home's kind of like a showroom, I guess you could say. If people are like interested in buying a $20 million home, then we've got, you know, a few of them that are about to be done. And if they want to see what it's going to be like when it's completed, come check mine out. And
that's awesome. Yeah. Will be a proof of funds required in order to do that?
Yeah.
No, but that's cool, man. That's exciting. I know like the properties are just getting built so fast. I think they said that one's going to be turned over by May, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in-housing everything. So there's like an entire team that like when they're done, bam, onto the next property. Whereas a lot of developers like outsource this and outsource that. And
it just takes a lot longer. And
yeah.
I'm sure the permitting too is a little bit more casual.
He's got someone that's full-time permitting, like to where when we were working on closing on my house, like the girl was here like full-time and like chasing the permitting guy down the street, like seeing where his next jobs were and going and beating him there and having him check off stuff. So awesome. It's a very like a quick, streamlined like operation.
They're on top of their shit.
Yeah.
To say the least. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Cool, man. So congratulations on the engagement. You and Katie are officially tied.
Yeah. She's picking up dresses and stuff like this week. Awesome. So my mom's excited and I'm excited. It's really cool.
Beautiful. I saw the surprise. I know press picked up a little bit of pieces about like her not being fully ready, although you did warn her.
I told her, right? Like, so we were on the plane home, the jet, and I'm like, hey babe, like let's put on something nice so we can get some like professional pictures since I'm getting into business with Michael Nouri. Yeah. He'd probably appreciate it. And she's like sitting there in her hoodie with her hair up, like eating ice cream. And she's like, no, I'm not getting into real estate. I'm like, what excuse can I have? I'm like, well, let's go to a nice dinner. Like just put on something nice, please. And she's like, I'm not gonna. I'm like, she got off the plane like barefoot. And I'm like, fuck. It's like, I already had the whole thing set up too. So I couldn't like, you know, let's rebound and do it here instead. It's like when the door opens, it's time.
Yeah. Were you nervous at all?
No, I wasn't nervous. I was just like, I don't want to say frustrated, but kind of frustrated because if she asked me like this many times to get like dressed up, I would. But I understand she was jet lagged and tired, and we've been hiking and stuff that morning. So
you were in Aspen probably, or
we were coming back from Aspen.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
you spent a lot of time there this summer, right?
Yeah, we do summer, spring, pop out for winter a little bit. Yeah, dude. Heavenly. It's like the best. It's, you know, if you want to go like detox and just wake up, hike to the gym, literally.
It's awesome.
Go play tennis. They've got like the full spa there, like cold plunge, this, that, the other. It's, you know, my parents are going to live to like 150 years old for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they love that stuff.
That's super cool. No, so that's awesome, man. I think it's, so I'm excited for more of this, more content from you. Yeah. Man. Like you have, and it's funny because I asked you last week, you know, what's your experience with like the business side of just like trust and you know, just like all these things that people don't, preserving wealth, right? And you had a lot to say, and I was kind of like, dude, you know your shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I was in school, like my ears would perk up when they talk about like a corporate takeover because, you know, we've done that before. So it was like all super relatable. And I hear compounding interest, and I'm like, you know, thinking these big numbers that, you know, whatever, it's kind of like relatable, I guess. And so, I definitely know all the finance end of it. I definitely have been hammered down all the facts of it since I was little. So.
Dude, that's awesome. And I think there's a lot of value there that I think people would love to learn more about because not too many people can say they've had that kind of background and experience to be in the boardrooms and hear the, you know, the acquisition and the mergers and just like really be in it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's hard to like divulge too much, like money wise. You know what I mean? I don't want to come off as cocky or like a nose in the air or whatever. So,
by the way, that's what I really like about you. It's like you're not trying to flex numbers, but it really is interesting to start to hear the numbers because you start thinking a little bit bigger. I mean, you helped me think a little bit bigger in the sense of things, right?
Yeah. Like, no, I mean, if you're leveraged and take a risky position, you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And so these are some of the things that we'll be, bringing to you guys, to the audience. We're excited to do more of these podcasts. We're looking to bring in some streamers, some guests, and some more collaborations. Hopefully we'll have Katie here join us on the pod. And just
we'll get Katie, a bunch of people. I mean, I want to utilize the fact that we have a free platform as much as humanly possible. So
100%, man. So
I appreciate you taking the time. And
this is awesome.
Yeah,
that's it, guys. So enjoy this podcast, subscribe, comment, like it, do all the things that's going to make the channel blow up. And we're here to bring more episodes, hopefully weekly for y'all. So until then, see you guys.